The past few weeks, we've been seeing a lot on climate change, especially in the form of college commencement speeches.
Yeah, Bill Nye told Rutgers grads that climate change is the most serious environmental crisis in human history and that it's going to affect you all in the same way the Second World War consumed people of my parents' generation.
Robert Redford spoke of a grim future to grads at Colby College, I think is what it was. And that grim future included climate change, of course.
At Oberlin College, Michelle Obama compared climate change to the civil rights movement.
Yeah, she said that fighting global warming is this generation's revolution.
Yeah, and speaking of revolutions, Stephen Colbert told Wake Forest University students that they need to fight climate change or they would risk suffering through a Mad Max-style dystopia. That's encouraging.
That's super encouraging. And when speaking to the U.S. Coast Guard Academy, Obama said this.
Climate change constitutes a serious threat to global security, an immediate risk to our national security. And make no mistake, it will impact how our military defends our country. And so we need to act, and we need to act now.
And there are more, but we figured we'd stop with the president.
And weirdly enough, in that same speech, he didn't even bother to mention these guys. So with all this climate change chatter, we got this lovely email from a guy that we're just going to refer to as Willie.
Your views on climate change are as misled as they are barbaric. No, it isn't some myth. Maybe if you would get your head out of your countryside ass and look at the bigger picture, you could stop misleading others in the same path that you took. Those critters won't much like a world basked in heat, would they?
So my response to that was, this is the best email I've received in weeks. Could you define countryside ass for me? On a side note, I can't wait to read this on the air today. Bless your heart.
Inhale my you bitch. I'm showing you off on air on the stupid show. Warm regards, Will.
All right, so I asked him, so does that mean you're not going to define countryside and what does I'm showing you off on air on the stupid show mean? You are incoherent. Do I have permission to share your email on my site, or am I just going to have to share this entire exchange without your contact information? Because our readers are going to love how tolerant and compassionate and non-barbaric you are. Again, bless your heart. Honestly, you're a real gem, William.
And he wrote back, you do a show? That's cool. I'm glad they let mentally incapacitated people use communications at the hospitable you are staying at. While you're reading today, you think you can warn your fans about climate change? How shallow and pedantic.
I was going to write him back and try to point out how his love for the earth overshadows his actual knowledge of the English language and his love for human beings, but then I realized I had better things to do with my time.
You know who he kind of reminds me of?
Who?
The loss of all the old growth trees I've seen, and tell them that we love them and that we don't want them to die, that there are some people here who do care.
Maybe we should introduce that chick to Willie.
Wait, that's a chick?
I think it'd be a match made in eco heaven, don't you?
Yeah, I think he has something to offer her to inhale, so that's nice for them.
You're welcome wherever you are, Willie.